Aries 2019 Yearly Prediction. General, 2019 will be a year to be watchful of all actions. Do not expect any achievements and appreciation. Look forward to complete your daily duties. You will look rigid and firm in your fort. At the same time, you have to control your emotions. Do not lose control of your goals, looking to race ahead of your competitors. You will be blessed with a sound sleep. Your inclination towards spirituality blossoms this year. Your involvement with socially active groups and associations would be fruitful. Your courage would come to the rescue in the time of trouble. There may be physical as well as mental exertions in the month of June. Never lose hope. Worship your family deity to gain support in the time of distress. Worshipping Lord Shiva would offer mental strength alongside determined competence at the higher level. Career. Although initial couple of months in 2019 might look awkward, your professional road for the rest of the months, especially in the second half of 2019, would have a steady progress amidst challenges. Your colleagues will listen to your words. Even though you may have to stay back for longer spells than usual at office, it could well be a fruitful endeavor considering the developments for the future. Those involved in business are advised not to sign important deals worth huge sum in the first quarter of the year. Offer determined efforts in business. The second half of the year seems to bring good news. Perform Kala Bhairava Fire Lab for problem-free professional life. Finance. It would be an ordinary year considering financial aspects. Your financial position will improve gradually. You would start experiencing good results in financial aspects towards the second half of the year. Inflow of money would be satisfactory. At the same time, you are entitled to a lot of expenditures. You would spend money for the well-being of your wife and for your family members. Controlling expenditures might be a challenging task. You would be generous in spending money this year. You will help out your friends who are in need of monetary assistance. You would spend for the welfare of your father's well-being. Do not invest in mutual funds or shares without proper preamble or factual information. Perform a Lakshmi Kubera Fire Lab for financial stability this year. Love and relationship. It will be a moderate time for those in a romantic relationship. Your associate will act according to your interests. Problems related to stress, ego, misinterpretation, and irrelevant issues related to the past might haunt you at times. Frame your mind to concentrate on present life and work your way for a good future. Communicate with your life partner about the same. Be patient and logical when communicating. Your hasty decision at times might lead to a big consequence which could not be reversed in the future. So act accordingly. Do not be so harsh on your wife as you may feel for the same later. Have a balanced relationship with mother and your life partner so that none of the two important people in your life gets emotionally wounded. Perform Durga Fire Lab to get settled in relationship. Health. Your health would undergo certain changes this year. It is advisable to adhere to a strict fitness regime to be in good shape throughout the year. Avoid traveling overnight quite often. Consult a doctor in case of any abnormality. Abdominal discomfort, headache, stress-related factors may take a toll on your health. Practice sleeping in a scheduled time frame daily to get rid of majority of health concerns. Perform Rudra Fire Lab for good health. Students' education. Students would excel in education only if they adhere to a strict plan or a timetable. Motivation and encouragement to perform better instills confidence and interest to score more. Encourage them to take part in sports alongside education. They will also excel well in extracurricular activities. It enables them face any challenging situations in life. It also molds their career to become a balanced personality for the future. Perform Saraswati Homa for excellency in education. Home remedies. Assist your father and be supportive to him physically and as well as psychologically. Obtain the blessings from your teachers and guides who have been phenomenal in your growth. Visit nearby temple on Thursdays. Favorable months for Aries in 2019. April, July, August and December. Unfavorable months for Aries 2019. March, June, September and November. Yearly predictions 2019 Taurus. General, 2019 will be a year to remember. There would be challenges coming your way. It is necessary to stay determined all through the year to complete your important duties at the right time. At one point, you might be astonished to note the proceedings of a long pending task getting approved or concluded suddenly without much effort. But you would find new challenges knocking your doors. Although you might experience occasional setbacks, you are capable of offering a stiff fight back. There may be lack of self-belief. You will be surrounded with good friends all through the year. There could be misunderstandings and opinion mismatch with family members. Ensure to get the better out of finances with wise planning methods. Career. You may feel a sense of insecurity rallying around your mind in the professional front. There will also be stagnation in business. Although you may be satisfied with daily gains, expected growth will be a bit less. In the month of March, April and May, there will be considerable amount of profits. Trust your hard work rather than offering responsibilities to others. Hold on a watchful eye over business transactions. Practice punctuality at workplace. Your prompt attendance will matter. Do not involve in controversial conversations at workplace. Maintain work ethics as much as you can, especially during the first half of the year. Do not turn down responsibilities coming your way. Do not give up your job for the sake of joining a new employment with a minimal hike. There are possibilities that there may be delays in recruiting you. The reason for delay might not be disclosed. Chances of being rewarded are on the cards towards the end of the year. Perform Sharabha Homa to invite success in career and business. Finance. There may be delays in payments. You may have to wait a bit more this time to receive pending payments. If you have debts to clear, you will obtain money from unknown sources. Do not lend money to unknown people. Do not involve in gambling. Investing in land or property is a good idea. Chalk out expenditures at the beginning of every month at home to avoid extra operating costs. Save money right from the beginning of the year to tackle requirements that may arise after June. It is better to take the advice of elders in financial matters. Unnecessary expenditures are to be avoided. It is not advisable to expect huge profits from business. Perform Lakshmi Fire Lab for good financial situation throughout the year. Love relationship. Exhibit tolerance and faith in matters related to relationship. Do not rush things to happen quickly. There may be unexpected twists and turns in love affairs. Patience holds key this year. Your partner will have good affinity towards your family. Certain things might irk her. Grab any opportunity coming your way with both hands. In case of married couple, there will be good rapport among partners, only in the presence of acceptance and understanding. Trust and acceptance holds key to take any relationship to the next level. It will be a challenging phase. You have to tackle it with determination and right decision making. Perform a Lakshmi Narayana fire lab for unity and better understanding in relationship. Health. Hang out with your family or friends to sweep depression off your life. Take a break from hectic activities. Avoid extreme physical exertion. Practice breathing exercises. Spend time in observing nature. Stay away from anger, stress, and thoughts revolving around painful state of affairs of the past. Avoid spicy food. Meditation during twilight holds key for good health. Consume lot of fluids to enjoy good health throughout the year. Listen to good music. Perform Dhanvantri fire lab for good health. Students' education. Students are advised to offer more efforts in education to get good marks. Laziness and distractions might creep up this year. It is advisable to take up studies with a strategy. Spend more than usual time for education. This allows you to grow confidence in studies. It is not the right time to compare your efforts with others. Utilize time wise in studies. Parents and elders are advised to take this into consideration and offer their children good studying environment. Students are advised to take this opportunity and make use of it the most. Perform Saraswati fire lab to excel well in education. Home remedies. Stay courteous to anyone you meet in your daily life. Do not offer space for emotions and anger. Offer clothes or essentials to physically challenged. Favorable months in 2019: January, February, March, May, July, and November. Unfavorable months in 2019: April, June, August, and October. Yearly predictions 2019 Gemini. General, it would be a roller coaster ride this year for you all Gemini moon sign people. You are capable of handling challenging situations. Sometimes you will be dull and down. Stay upbeat. Your potential relies on tackling situations with intelligence and shrewdness. Somewhere you seem to shy away from the society and confusion's unwavering attitude. While you may feel a bit exhausted, it takes time to get going in full flow. You will have to fight intelligent opposition this year. Hone your swords with wits for a mind-blowing battle between brains. Avoid unnecessary visits to places of delightful interest, especially places with huge gathering of people. Never quit. Just hang on with the opportunities this year. Career? There will be a need to put more efforts this year. Situations may warrant you to undertake some assignments unwillingly. Some will be promoted with strict protocols to be followed. Even though you may not like the change and backing, you may not be able to take risks. Be dedicated towards your profession. Do not oppose your superiors or colleagues. Your words of advice will be considered for the development of the employees and organization. This year might seem you would have to soak most of the pressure at office and business. There's not going to be any creative developments if you plan to sit at one place. Instead, move around. It would be a memorable experience to relish for the future. You would encounter some interesting facts of work, and upon implementing it, it would be successful. Motivate your team and subordinates. If you are a new entrant or a subordinate in a team, stay punctual and perform your duties on time. Performing Kalabhairava Homa would offer you a tussle-free environment at profession. Finance. Finance could be managed through availing financial assistance this year. It would be helping you to meet out the routine expenditures. There may be uncontrollable expenses rolling out from your pocket if you do not tap it on time. Although you would gain money occasionally, try to spend for constructive purpose. Spending money for the sake of auspicious events at home is predicted. Some will attract your money by praising your qualities. You may also lose out money out of anger, frustration, jealousy, and ego. Try to have control upon all these emotional aspects. Think wisely and spend vigilantly. It is better to safeguard valuables and other essential belongings at a secure place. Do not let somebody borrow loans in your name. Do not tender promise to someone and stand surety. The months of February, May and July are favorable for making important transactions. Perform Lakshmi Fire Lab for prosperity. Love and relationship. There will be happiness in family. There will be more expectations from your family upon you. It makes you even more responsible. You would find affection and support from family and your loved one. Your family will plan an outstation trip. It would be a memorable tour. Your elder brother will offer you support. Better communication will solve the problem. Your life partner will play the second fiddle role. He or she will closely monitor your activities. Even after facing a lot of problems, you will find peace at home. Offer help or assist elders at home. Try to be trustworthy with your partner. Your family will offer you happiness in 2019. Perform Ganesha Fire Lab for happiness in relationships and with your loved ones. Health. Your health has to be taken care of from time to time. You might suffer from health concerns related to digestive system. Offer caution in food-related matters. Fluctuation in diabetes is common. Try to lose weight, as those suffering from obesity might land into trouble. Take good care of health of your father too. Do not postpone health-related concerns if you experience discomfort with respect to health. A healthy body is necessary to face challenges ahead. Perform Dhanvantri Fire Lab for a good health. Students will face distractions in education. Concentrate on studies. You may have to take extra hours of care and attentiveness to score good marks. All of your efforts will never go in vain. Stay confident. Parents are requested to set a fine environment for studies for the children. This would change children's mindset to take studies very seriously. College students are advised to take up specialized studies seriously. Their sincere efforts would reap affluent appreciation. If you are pursuing your post-graduation or research in a specific turf, you will complete your research with complete fulfillment. It is a good time for people involved in learning arts to specialize on their definite area of interest. You will find a good teacher or probably a fine path identifier upon whom you could rely on to acquire knowledge. Perform Saraswati Fire Lab for success in education. Home remedies. Offer food to the poor at least once in a month according to your strength. Feed crows. Feed birds. Do not harm animals. Favorable months in 2019. February, March, April, September and December. Unfavorable months in 2019. January, June, July, August, October and November. 2019 yearly prediction, Cancer. General, it is going to be a year to remember for all of you born with Cancer as your moon sign. This year, the transit of Jupiter, Saturn and the shadow entity Ketu are favorable. This would indeed offer you a great zeal throughout the year. You would slowly get into the groove. Your comeback would throw a limelight on your previous records and performance. You will expect to gain knowledge and wealth this year. Fulfilling your expectations would be a daunting task for others. Career. It would be a fruitful year for career and professional growth. This is the right time to get directly involved in work and take credits for the same. The time frame from May 2019 to November 2019 is favorable for career progress, setting up new dimensions in business, signing new contracts with new set of people. The presence of Rahu in the first couple of months might offer mixed results. Try negotiating the unfavorable results by keeping calm. Do not involve in undertaking hasty decisions until March 2019. Postpone important deals that come your way for approval. In case of emergency, take the advice of a seasoned campaigner. For working professionals, do not resign your job on the basis of advertisements or promotions made by numerous recruitment agencies. Stay in your current profession. You would be recognized for your work. Do not lose interest over your current job for the sake of getting a better alternative. Perform Ganesha Puja for professional growth this year. Finance. This year, your financial position would stabilize. During the months of January and February, you might feel a bit uncertain. Later on, you would be on cloud 9 with financial assistance from all quarters knocking your door. If you look to revamp your business, there won't be any financial hindrances. Play cautiously when you trade and invest wisely in shares with the help of a versatile market forecaster. Do not lend or borrow money from known or unknown sources till March 2019. If you have debts to settle, try returning them in partial settlements. The second half of the year 2019 seems to be favoring your financial pursuits a lot compared to the first half. You could gain from your hard work and intelligence. This is the best time to accumulate wealth rather than chucking out plans for the future. You would come across many options on gaining wealth and resources. Perform Lakshmi Fire Lab to ward off inconsistency in financial matters. Love relationship. For those who are in love, this year would prove to be a favorable one. Apart from the first couple of months, you're entitled to have a smooth sailing this year when it comes to relationships. You would experience a more communicative and sound conversation. You would be pretty open to conversation regarding diversified topics with your partner. Relationships might blossom for those who are single. It would be a pleasant time for those who take the relationship to marriage. There would be support from family and friends. Overall, it would be a great time. Lakshmi Narayana Yantra would offer you great zeal of happiness with respect to relationship this year. Health. Your health would be in fine shape this year. People suffering from long-term health problems would find cure. You would be offered good treatment to overcome pain and misery. A major problem which made you upset for over a period of time would subdue in the upcoming days. You might feel light and heavenly. Healing therapy in the form of music and artistic forms would offer best results. There would be troubles related to lower abdomen and joints connecting the hip. The time frame between May 2019 and August 2019 would offer mixed results in health. Do not hesitate to consult a doctor if you are in pain or discomfort. Perform Sudarshana Homa to regain complete fitness. Students' education. Students and aspiring youth who are set to complete education are advised to offer complete concentration towards studies. On doing so, they would score good marks in examination. Aspiring youngsters undertaking competitive exams are advised to start preparing for the exams and continue doing so whenever they have time. Practice the habit of daily revision. It offers you the extra cut during the time of examinations. Perform Saraswati Fire Lab for excellence in education. Home remedies. Stay respectful to your parents and mentors. Practice charity. Respect nature. Favorable months in 2019: April, May, June, July, September, November, and December. Unfavorable months in 2019: January, February, March, and August. 2019 yearly predictions, Leo. General, 2019 is the year to set your goals for the future. This is the time to put forward your efforts in the right path. Start working down on your targets one after the other. You will not be interested in the opinion of others. You would go forward with your own thoughts. Your rise would be gradual. There could be few misunderstandings in family and difference of opinion with relatives. Maturity and good level of understanding matters the most. Through experience, you would be able to think better in the upcoming days. Challenges would not be an unknown entity. Career. Challenges are appearing in career. There will be more ambiguities. There are chances of experiencing obstacles in routine life. Those involved in business are said to experience difficulties in meeting out break-even points. Partnerships are set for a major revamp this year. You might sign up new business deals. Entertain care while performing transactions with new people. Do not be so harsh on yourself for not up to your set targets. You might well overcome obstacles and testing times with your willpower. Expected results would come true through hard efforts and spiritual pursuits. Fear not, let your actions do the talking. However, there are chances for finding increase in miscellaneous income. Perform Hanuman Fire Lab to withstand opposition and to step forward in life. Finance. This year, your financial stake is set to have fluctuations. The placement of Rahu after March 2019 would play a roller coaster ride in your life with respect to finances and money handling. You may apply or request for loans after March 2019. Investing in mutual funds, shares, and areas of sudden gains might offer fruitful and expected profits. There would be good inflow of money. From May 2019 till October 2019, you could be pushed forward to spend for the welfare of family and close associates, which you could not turn down. Some of you might get involved in temple renovation activities and related spiritual works, where you spend considerable amount of money. The revenue spent would stand as a blessing to your family and your future generations. Perform Lakshmi Gupera Fire Lab for financial wellness. Love and relationship. 2019 would be a decider if you are in a relationship. For those who are in a shadow relationship, your faces would be out. If you have recently changed your relationship profile, there might be a lull in your bond. The strongest of attachment survives, the least one might shake a bit. Since you possess the natural capability to fight, you could offer resistance. Do not get involved in important decision making. Hasty decisions makes you howl later on. Better be late than sorry. Learn the art of bending while there is a hump and jumping while there is a bump. Perform Lakshmi Narayana Homa for better understanding in relationship. Health. This is a good time to approach the road for recovery if you are suffering from any health complaints. Beware of pain or discomfort over thighs, groin area and hypertension. Practice yoga or get along with people whom you like to keep yourselves engaged. In a way, it could eradicate hypertension and would enable you forget health problems. Your visit to the nearby health center would gradually come down and you would be healthy. Perform Gayatri Yantra would bless you with good health. Students' education. Students are advised to take up their studies seriously to score good marks. School students could get easily distracted and might experience concentration lapse. Higher secondary and those involved in graduation are advised to take up studies seriously to score well in their exams, which determines their future. Memorizing important parts of subjects tend to be difficult towards the end of the semester or academic year. So, practice studying well from the commencement of the academic year or semester. Perform Ganesha Fire Lab to counter distractions and improvise results in exams. Home remedies. Feed cows once in a month. Prefer cow's ghee in your diet. Perform Surya Namaskar whenever you find time. Favorable months in 2019: January, March, April, May, June and September. Unfavorable months in 2019: February, July, August, October and December. Yearly predictions 2019 Virgo. General, 2019 will be a year to shoulder responsibilities. You gotta think out of the box to meet our daily expectations. Elegant decision making comes only after tiresome groundwork. Take each day as it comes. All you could do this year is to sit back and watch the game of life as it takes you to different world. You could witness harsh reality which you might resist with your spiritual intelligence. Your interests would incline towards spiritual and philosophical activities of religious masters and philosophical saints. You gotta gain confidence and interest in life. This is to make you ready to face any situation. You would preach or advise others during their harsh times. Career. This year, you may have a feel of insecurity in career. You would occupy more time or spend in the company of your office colleagues, more when compared to friends and relatives. It would be a never-ending chore at office or professional place where the demand for your presence cannot be substituted by others. There might be inconsistency at workplace. Anger or hasty decisions never serves you, especially this year. Undertake care and caution while taking important decisions. Although you might enjoy good rapport with your colleagues, you might get hurt pretty easily. Never lose your frame of mind for those who don't offer a word when it is of prime importance. Perform Lakshmi Kubera Fire Lab for professional stability. Finance. 2019 would be a year to lock your treasures and say goodbye to expenses. Do not indulge in signing new investments of high profits, neither as huge money nor as a vast land or posh property. Just get through the year with what you possess. You may get involved in deals pertaining to emergency, especially for extreme importance. Obtain the assistance of a close associate to guide you through when you feel confused or puzzled. Do not sign important papers related to financial subjects without the consent of your family members. Postpone such important cases. Practice the habit of maintaining an expenditure sheet for bi-weekly requirements or for the month. It would help you to have excessive depletion of hard-earned income. The time frame after March 2019 might yield benefits as well as will help you control expenses. Perform Lakshmi Fire Lab for good financial status. Love relationship. This year would be a memorable one for those involved in relationship. Your love for your partner blossoms and positive results might offer you hope. You would find trust in your partner. Even though your relationship is entitled to some troubles initially, elders at home might get involved to offer good advices. Parents might approve your relationship and you could proceed for marriage. Do not take any hasty decisions all of a sudden. Perform Uma Maheshwara Fire Lab for unity in relationship. Health. This year, you could get occasional health problems related to fever, viral infections, and stress-related concerns. Take good care of your health. Never entertain lethargy in taking care of your health. Take more care while driving vehicles and crossing roads. For those who are undergoing treatments for stress-related symptoms like blood pressure, fatigue, and related problems, you could get gradual recovery. Even if you do not suffer from any sort of health problems mentioned above, maintain your health by consuming home-cooked foods. Obtain the advice of your medical counselor or doctor and do not postpone it in case of any necessity. Perform Sudarshana Fire Lab to stay away from sudden health problems. Students' education. Although students would offer interest in learning, there would be lack of confidence. Students would gain interest in sports and other extracurricular activities and it is likely to reduce their academic performance. Parents are advised to motivate their children in both studies and as well as sports. With a bit of motivation, they could score good marks. Care should be taken to continuously engage them in studies after sports or recreation. Perform Saraswati Fire Lab to excel in examination. Home remedies. Offer food to old people. Do not express your anger or emotions on others. Practice steady approach in both personal as well as professional life. Favorable months in 2019. February, April, June, July, and September. Unfavorable months in 2019. January, March, May, November and December. 2019 yearly predictions, Libra. General, 2019 is a year to get your natural self back into action after almost a decade full of inconsistency and mismatch. This year you could feel refreshed, obtain the divine grace for all important activities of life. You would be busier with important tasks lined up. You would be an experienced campaigner now, and you know more about nuances better than a whole lot of others around you. Some of you would be in a position to take important decisions on your own after going through all these days of bitter mix-up. Life has to restart at some point of time. One such time for all of you is 2019. You are completely well organized now to take on anything that comes your way. Stay on your mark to get going without any obstacles. Career, this year could offer you important turning point that you were expecting for so long. The uncertainty which has been pushing you crazy all these days would vanish. You would be certain and steady at workplace. Rewards and recognition at workplace might come your way. You would use the experience of the past to handle important situations at workplace. Be cordial towards your superiors and colleagues at work. Your work or task in office might not be stressful as it was in the past. You could breathe easily at office. Periodic targets might not trouble you in the upcoming days. Those involved in business might reap rich profits. Obtain good results for your efforts in career with Sudarshana Homa. Finance. Financial aspects for the year 2019 are good. There could be some sudden expenditures rolling out from your pocket. Try to cut short on unwanted expenses. Set important financial goals with the help of a versatile financial consultant. It could be more beneficial for you in the future. Start fresh investments as it could help you manage expenditures for the future. There might be uncontrollable expenses in your family due to frequent auspicious events coming one after the other. Although it could offer mental peace and harmony, on the other hand, you would have to make money for every event. You would be successful in earning money which is required for family commitments. Manage money with Lakshmi Philab. Love relationship. This year, all you Libra people involved in relationship have to wait a bit more to disclose your association with your loved one. Confusions might wrap up exorbitantly. You could feel less secure and abnormal towards the first half of the year. Later, you might obtain support from various quarters. The best you could do this year is to stay patient for the right time to come up. You observe things better at home and office. You know better on what to do next. Plan accordingly and execute things better. Do not involve in spats or verbal arguments with your partner as it could spoil the broth. Play the wait and watch game to get hold of any situation in life. Enhance your relationship with Durga Fire Lab. Health. This year, you could be happy with your health. Your health would obey the orders of your mind. Those who are not in a position to travel might take up their travel bags and enjoy outing. Some of you might experience blood-related problems. Inconsistency in blood pressure might worry some of you. Practicing yoga and not reacting to unnecessary arguments might help you overcome the same. Do not be overambitious while driving. Stay cautious if you are diabetic. Getting involved in physical activities offers good health. This is the right time to set health goals. Especially those interested to hit the gym, this is one such year where your consistent efforts would be rewarded. Improve your health with Dhanvantri Fire Lab. Students' education. Students could face a year of competition. Get your shoulders up for the show. Your loud roar would be heard in the clouds. This year could make you study due to competition from counterparts. You would start preparing for exams and other tests without the motivation of others, which might surprise your parents. Keep up the good work. Keep hold of the people with same attitude as it induces you to perform better, which in turn would be a major reason to cherish. Do not offer time to entertainment. Offer complete concentration towards studies for extraordinary results. Enhance your education with Saraswati Fire Lab. Home remedies. Offer sweet to the poor. Offer jaggery mixed with rice to cow. Speed up your lifestyle each day by waking up early in the morning. Favorable months of the year: March, May, August, October and November. Unfavorable months of the year: January, February, April, May and December. Yearly prediction: Scorpio 2019. General, this year you have to be extra cautious. Stay cautious in almost all fronts. Although it is not a worst year, the planetary placements of important planets are not up to the mark to offer you satisfaction. Stay connected with the environment that you are in. Be it professional or personal front, stay attentive and do not let your thoughts roam away. It is not a right time to get carried away with quick decisions. It is neither favorable nor worse. Patience plays a vital role this year. Do not let your emotions rule you. Rather, keep an eye over important aspects of life and opt for an ordinary life rather than exceptional expectations. Career. The hectic schedule and problematic scenario in workplace is likely to continue this year too. You would be more involved in your work. There would be necessity for handling different tasks. Do not buy enmity. Some sort of confusions or uncertainty might exist initially for the first couple of months this year. Later, you would feel relaxed and get on with your daily duties. Those involved in business are advised not to be overambitious and expect more profits. You would reap profits very slowly. Towards the middle of the year, you may have the feel of confinement and there will be a feeling of restrained environment. Accelerate your career with Ashtalakshmi Puja. Finance. Your financial situation for the year 2019 would seem to be fluctuating. Most wasteful expenditures are appearing this year. It is not promising on good return of investments. If you have unsettled loans to close off, you will have tendencies to borrow from somewhere and close off existing debts. Such contingencies are appearing. You would be less interested in buying luxurious things because of paucity of funds, and you would be more inclined towards maintaining your current financial position further. Enhance your financial situation with Lakshmi Puja. Love relationship. You may have difficulties for getting approval in relationship matters. Suddenly, you transform into a violent character with a bucket full of emotions pouring out. 2019 would be a challenging year. Do not act silly and celebrate, thinking about what to do next. Have care while conversing with the family members of your partner. You are advised to have a note of what you utter on important occasions, as you might lose your cool head. Do not express your mind out. Your silence speaks better than your words. In such a way, maintain your dignity at important places. Hanuman Fire Lab would offer good intelligence and communication at the right time. Health. It is better to take care of knees, joints, legs and feet. It is advisable to avoid self-driving for long distance. It is good to avoid consumption of spoiled and outdated food, since it is likely to bring discomforts in digestive system. It is advisable to take preventive care of reproductive system. Even minor symptoms need not be ignored. Those suffering from knee problems may require medical intervention at the end of the year. Therefore, have proper exercise and fitness routines. Take good care of your eyes. Do not get emotionally blindfolded. Ganesha Homa would offer good health and overall stability over your mind. Students' education. Students might find it tough to cope up with their education. It is important that parents and elders at home create a studious environment. Parents or elders are advised to prepare a timetable and offer it to their children to make them follow to get good marks. Without regular practice, it could be tough for them to manage at the end. Managing with Haigriva Yantra would offer them strength to overcome distractions. Home remedies. Feed the poor, especially elders, every month. Take the advice of your family members on important deals. Favorable months in 2019: January, February, April, May and October. Unfavorable months in 2019: March, June, July, September and December. 2019 yearly predictions: Sagittarius. General, 2019 is a year to acquire experience. This year you would experience new things in life. Your patience would be tested. You would always have to be cautious on speaking to new people. Never let your thoughts go down. Stay upbeat. Relax and get your thoughts positive to feel goodness. Self-motivation acts crucial. Do not expect extraordinary results in your life. You may find the going to be tough. Do not get involved in arguments with family members. Do not involve in physical tussles with siblings. Stay happy for completing your daily task and catering the needs of your family. Postponements and delays would be common. Do not get frustrated. Act wise in tackling tough situations. Career. Things might not happen as per your expectations. Your efforts may get diffused. Work pressure might be existing, but you would have already learned the knack of smart working. Do not act against the interests of your team at office. Incur care while trying to complete tasks at workplace. Do not be overconfident about finishing things. Never promise to offer favor to others. Revamp your career with Hanuman Fire Lab. Finance. This year would not be a promising one for financial prospects. There would be challenges with respect to handling finances. It is advisable not to borrow a huge sum. Try to live with the income that you receive. You have to manage expenditures coming from various directions. Determined efforts in saving money might help you manage things pretty much better. Enhance your financial situation with Lakshmi Puja. Love relationship. This could be a forgetful year for those involved in pleasant relationships. You could have to sacrifice quality time to maintain your relationship. Do not involve in silly arguments. It is better to listen to the words of your partner rather than voluntarily getting involved in needless verbal arguments. Do not plan any new surprises as it could backfire. The existing situation could automatically turn good. Wait for the right moment and grab the opportunity with both hands. Do not hurry up things. Stay watchful of the proceedings and act accordingly. Stay truthful and loyal to your partner. Being simple is the need of the hour. Relish your relationship with Rudra Fire Lab. Health. It is not granting good resistance power which might invite frequent attacks. Take care of the part below knees. You could suffer of dehydration on a few occasions. Drink a lot of water to avoid getting dehydrated. Exhibit caution while driving. Take caution while traveling with friends and colleagues. Do not skip your breakfast. Headaches are quite common. It is good to protect yourself from allergic food and medicine. Do not stress yourself for any cause. Perform Dhanvantri Fire Lab for good health. Students' education. Students have to pour in extra efforts to stay in the race. Yes, it would be a difficult time frame, but the wise child wins. Motivation and cheerful thoughts enhances your child to offer extra edge in studies. Your efforts would be tested. Distractions might lead to delays in completing your daily assignments. Curtail yourself from distractions. Following a good timetable to make adjustments is the need of the hour. Stay attentive in classrooms to learn more. With extra efforts, you could obtain desired results in exams. Saraswati Yantra for students to succeed in studies. Home remedies. Offer homemade sweets to children in your neighborhood. Spend quality time with kids at home. Favorable months in 2019. March, April, May, June and August. Unfavorable months in 2019. January, February, July and December. Yearly predictions 2019 Capricorn. General, the year 2019 will see you reach new landmarks. You will notice self-transformation, and that too in the right way. You will be confident enough to face any situation in life. You will have to think out of the box to handle situations in the month of February. Your logical measures will save the day. Avoid pointless arguments with unknown people. Support from the opposite gender enables you recover confidence and hope. New friends and colleagues will change the way of life's perspective. This year will prove to be a learning curve in getting to know about people much better. It offers new dimensions for you towards life. You will spend money to revamp your personality and appearance. It is an excellent year to get your fitness goals up and over. Delays may become usual part of life. At times, you may be a little confused. Ensure awareness and keep track of the proceedings around you. Career. You will be busy in your chosen field of profession. There will be marginal increase in earnings. You will be offered vital responsibilities at workplace. Shuttling from one place to the other might make you tired. Ensure a planned daily schedule to avoid drifting around. Chance of working in a challenging environment will make you determined and keep you going. It will be a cakewalk for you in the position where it looked pretty tough for others to get going at work spot. You will be responsible for getting essential tasks completed at office. You will be responsible for completing essential tasks at office. You will face several disturbances at workplace. Do not work to acquire recognition. Managing time and working simultaneously will be the key to achieve success in profession. There may not be expected gains even after drawing in all the hard work. Wait for your right time to roar at the opposition. Perform Hanuman Fire Lab for good progress in career. Finance. Patience, perseverance and performance holds key for success in 2019. You cannot cut down on major expenditures coming your way. Learn to save money. Even the tiniest of penny makes a huge difference. It is the right time to invest in productive areas. Cut down on unwarranted expenses. Being visionary saves the day. Being extravagant on spending means you will have to regret later. It requires you to save money wisely throughout the year to reap rich benefits for the future. Do not take up or lend loans. Clear off existing loans as soon as possible. Possession of Dhanakarshana Yantra would offer you a supporting hand to attract wealth. Love relationship. At the beginning of the year, you will feel a bit confused and out of sorts with respect to relationships. With the days passing over, this year turns out to be significant in enhancing your relationship to the next level. There will be pleasant days ahead for those in love. Your loved one might respond and you will be pleased to spend quality time. You will spend a lot for your partner to make him or her happy. Your partner will understand your love towards him or her and come back to you in case of a little rift. Although occasional misunderstandings and arguments are predicted, you could avoid the situation with common sense. Patience and determination are the key factors for any relationship to succeed. Never become prey to hasty decisions. Stay practical and control emotions. Perform Uma Maheshwara Fire Lab for success in relationship. Health. There will be minor problems of the left eye in the first part of the year, especially during March. Proper medical attention is advised to get rid of it pretty quickly. Consume a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. Do not overeat. Try to overcome carving for your favorite foodstuff. If you travel a lot, ensure that you have marked all your pit stops. If you have already enrolled in health and wellness regimes, you are on the right path. If not, be a part of the wellness programs nearby as soon as possible. Cut down on pace while driving. Leg and foot care is advisable. It is not the right time to perform experiments with health. Perform Dhanvantri Fire Lab for a good health. Students' education. Students might find it difficult to study and score good marks. Special attention is required to assist them in studies. Laziness coupled with lethargic nature may play spoilsport in education. Parents may have to pay extra attention to ensure their children take extra efforts. Perform Saraswati Fire Lab for success in examinations. Home remedies. Offer sweets to the poor when traveling. Stay helpful and supportive to those who require your assistance. Favorable months in 2019: January, February, March, May, June, and October. Unfavorable months in 2019: April, July, August, September, November, and December. Yearly predictions 2019 Aquarius. General, this year could bring happiness and joy to you from all walks of life. This could be the year you were looking for the past few years to unleash the special force in you. You would get involved in new ventures. Your dominance would predominantly extend at home and at workplace. You would be in cloud 9 for the events happening around you. At one point, you could not have imagined such things happening. Unexpected surprises are expected. Both the first half and as well as the second half of the year seems to be favoring you with occasional disturbances, which ensures you stay in the right stream. Career. 2019 would be an interesting year in career aspects. Those who are experienced bitter instances would get back to business with some good things happening around. At office, you tend to have a good time around with your colleagues. In business, you would reap expected profits. Although there might be sudden unscheduled travels involved, it could be a memorable experience. This might be the year of turning point, as you would experience a remarkable performance in business. Some might get involved in your family business. With patience and determination, it might well turn out to be an interesting venture to be remembered for a long time. It would be beneficial personally and as well as for the family. Performing Kalabhairava Fire Lab would offer success in profession. Finance. This would be an interesting year for those who wish to enhance their interest of being fortunate in obtaining wealth. You would acquire wealth as per your expectations. Investments on land and property might be fruitful. Chances of obtaining ancestral property are present. You would receive back the loans that you had offered for others long back. You would be happy for the accumulation of wealth. All you have to watch out for in this year is to manage finances in a proper way for the future ahead. You would be driven forward towards expenses towards the end of the year. Even though the expenditure coming your way might not be turned down, you need to tap on the outflow a bit to get into the groove. Hanuman Fire Lab would help you regain your financial situation. Love and relationship. For those involved in relationships, there might be some unpredictable things happening in life. Stay cautious. Do not be so emotional. Stay practical at times to avoid unpleasant things. Good communication is the key for success in relationship. Watch your words when you communicate with family members or your partner. Do not be so harsh on common friends. Stay cautious when you travel alongside your partner. If you have not disclosed your relationship at home, slowly open up on this matter. Performing Uma Maheshwara Fire Lab would offer good decision-making skills. Health. Your health would be in a good condition throughout the year. Although you might get affected with seasonal problems like cold, cough, and occasional fever, your health would be in a fine condition. Take caution while having food when you travel. Avoid untimely consumption of food. There are possibilities of deterioration in health by unhealthy food. Problems related to lower abdomen and knees are predicted in this year. It could well be rectified by visiting a doctor without postponing. Perform Ganesha Homa for good health. Students' education. Students are set to enjoy a good year, although a few of them might be very interested towards sports and other extracurricular activities. It would not be difficult for them to study well. Even last-minute glance might offer you a go-through in your term examinations. Utilize your skills to score more in the final exams. Draw in all your efforts to stake claim in the list of top scorers. Hayagriva Yantra would offer you the much needed support in education. Home remedies. Observe fast once in a week. Offer wholehearted service to elders in your family. Favorable months in 2019: January, February, June, July, September, and December. Unfavorable months in 2019: April, May, August, and November. Yearly prediction 2019 Pisces. General, 2019 would be a year to become more sharp and sensible. Watch your words. Do not promise offering favor to anyone. Be it a person from your family, friend, or a colleague at office. Do not share family secrets or professional secrets with anyone. Try to analyze people. It could help you in some way or the other. The placement of Jupiter would help you go through rough phases of life pretty easily. In that way, you could end up on a high. Do not be overconfident on certain things. There may not be losses or unnecessary expenses happening. But on the other hand, the placement of shadow entities makes it a point to watch out and progress. Career. This year you would start up on a high. But after a few months, there might be a sense of detachment or unfamiliar events happening at workplace. You could easily get disturbed at office. Those involved in business might be in a position of bother, as payments might be pending from multiple sources. You have to undergo the waiting game to stay in the hunt. Do not get disappointed. Recurrent follow-up and determined efforts stabilizes your role. Do not panic. Be optimistic. If something goes out of expectation, blame destiny rather than getting blamed yourselves. Perform Hanuman Fire Lab to fight all odds and emerge successful in career this year. Finance. The financial side of this year might be up to the expectations. Although you may not receive extravagant profits, you might not incur huge losses too. It would be a roller coaster ride this year considering the financial part. You would get involved with profitable associates. You would receive money in the initial part of the year where you might spend for settling your past loans. From one side you would feel satisfied, but on the other, you would have to work for the rest of the year for all the commitments you ought to resolve. Plan accordingly or take the advice of an experienced financial consultant to move forward in life. Perform Lakshmi Fire Lab for financial stability. Love relationship. This is a year to get self-motivated and enter into the ring. It is time you make your presence felt and start to think about the future. Get going along with time. Do not delay things. For some of you, relationships might turn into happy endings. For others, there might be delays in tying the knot. Do not take hasty decisions. Minor misunderstandings might emerge. Play sensibly. Ganesha Fire Lab would help you redefine the luck factor in your love and relationship. Health. Your health would be in fine shape. Some of you might think of restarting your fitness plans. It is indeed a good time to get involved in physical activities. Hitting the gym would be a better idea, especially this year. It would be a kind of reducing the extra calories. Those suffering from health problems would receive good treatment this year. There would be a feel of rejuvenation with respect to health. Perform Vaidyanatha Puja to get rid of health problems. Student education. Students are advised to take extra care when preparing for exams. Prepare on a regular basis. You could practice following a study regime. It could help you in remembering important concepts. Follow the advice of elders. It is advisable to revise more than once when preparing for exams. Do not be lethargic. Home remedies. Stay polite and do not entertain banter at home or with any of your family members. Try to be socially active in preserving the environment. Stay good to mankind by helping one another. Favorable months in 2019. January, February, March, September and October. Unfavorable months in 2019. April, May, July, August and December.